Every once in a great while, I put down the cardboard and rant into a microphone for a little bit. I've got some really sweet stuff going on, man. The channel's gaining new subscribers every day. The Patreon's pulling in so much money, I may be able to afford some fancy shredded cheese soon. I've got ridiculous giant muscles, dude. Strength of mind. That's the most important thing. But I went to the doctor's office and I told the doctor, hey man, I've been bulking up. She thought I was a horse. She had some hay ready for me. She said, take it easy, brother. You're about to transcend humanity, and I can't be your doctor anymore. I'm a human-only doctor, all right? So what's my unifying philosophy in all this? What makes this whole system work? Let's talk about it, but first, subscribe to the channel, brother. There is that sweet gong sound. There it is. Makes my head ring no matter what, dude. No matter how many drugs I pump into my head, I can't stop that ringing. That's the sound of subscription, buddy. It's free. Costs nothing but helps in the algorithm. So you guys may have heard me talk about hyenas. I am going to call these bros hyenas. You know, all the hyenas out there. This is great for the hyenas. Well, the hyena is the spirit animal of this channel. I'm going to tell you why. But first, we got to talk about whales. You don't want to be a whale, man. Whales are the big buyers. The guys buying $3,000 worth of collector packs looking for the one ring. Whales are big floppy creatures, man. You don't want to be a whale. Think of it. Whales used to have opposable thumbs. Look at their skeleton if you don't believe me. They got like little hands in there. They traded in what we got, binocular vision, opposable thumbs, for those big stupid flippers. It's dumb. In the evolutionary lottery, these guys picked the ocean. Yep, you know, oh, the ocean's going to be where it's at in 2,000 years. They don't even have casinos down there, man. They picked wrong, dude. Now, big corporations like Wizards of the Coast and Tencent, corporations like that, rely on these whales to power their profits. And a company that basically prints lottery tickets like Wizards needs people to buy mass quantities. Most of these mobile clicker games, free-to-play games, they make large portions of their profits on people who can't control their gambling addictions. And those are the whales, man. Now, of course, on the internet, you have a lot of alpha dogs. You got fake tough guys. They like to compare themselves to lions and wolves. Lions have big heads of hair. I mean, they're cool animals, I guess. I got no problems with lions, dude, but anybody who spends that much time in their hair is a little sus, you know what I'm saying? How about wolves, dude? Wolves are cool, I got no problem, especially werewolves. Dude, one of my favorite things in the world is a cool werewolf, man. But a hyena, dude. A hyena has the strongest bite in the animal kingdom. They're little freaks, basically all jaws and front legs, short hindquarters, just like me, dude. Hyenas kill about 70% of what they eat, scavenge the rest. The thing is, man, a hyena pack will take down a lion and laugh the whole time with their weird vocalizations. You know, they pick their targets. They're strong, they're fast, and they never spend too much time in one place. They stick and move and bite. I mean, I feel like that encapsulates my philosophy on buying cards. I hunt like a damn demon for reprints, cheap cards, and future superstars. Every set has them, and I do my best to bring them home to you guys. Through the years, I've picked some winners. $2 cards that shoot up in value, 50-cent cards that get pricey when a new set comes out, and that's what this channel's all about, man. Alright, let's get into some examples here. The Rot Hulk. I snagged a cheap Rot Hulk for $2. I actually grabbed 2 of them. 5 black, creature zombie, it's a 5/5, a menace. When this guy enters, return up to X target zombie cards from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the number of opponents you have. So what makes this card hyena bait? Number 1, it was a pricey card due to scarcity. One printing in a game night product, it was up to like $20. Number 2, it's a great enabler for a very popular tribe. Zombies get cards in various sets, but sometimes they get really pushed in a certain set, like the aforementioned Aether Drift. Enablers like this are great value. Number 3, I could use one in my Verena deck. It's an ETB, man. If I reanimate this, I'm getting supreme value if I properly stack my graveyard. So this being $2, what do I have to lose? Wizards is very unpredictable with their reprint policy. You know, this may get 15 reprints by next year, you know. But you know what, brother? I'm going to pick up 2 more cheap ones for 50 cents if that's the case, because this is a great card. Another one from a recent set, Forensic Gadgeteer. So this is 2 and a blue, creature, Vidalcan Artificer Detective. It's a 2/3. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. That's creating that clue token, brother. Activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana in that cost to less than 1 mana. It's a diesel little engine, man, and the showcase was down around 80 cents in November. Still under $2, but it's climbing. So why is this hyena bait for me? Why does this get my 1,100 pound bite right in the face? Well, the activated ability reducer reduces the amount of mana you need to pump into those clue tokens that it makes whenever you cast an artifact. Great in an artifact deck. That's great value. This is enabling your strategy. Is a great way to use those extra mana you got hanging around. It's a nice little mana sink, those clue tokens. It's also a combo piece with Basalt Monolith, which is always something to watch, man. If it has a 2-card combo, you can guarantee it's going to climb in value. Now, you dudes are not going to believe this, but I got 3 copies of Karlach for under $2. I have the receipts, dude. I can give screenshots off my TCG player order history. June 13th, 2022 and December 2022. These are the showcase versions, which I like a little better. The other version's a little cartoony for me. Cheapest ones are over $6 as we speak. If you're not familiar with Karlach, it's the Fury of Avernus. 4 and a red, legendary creature, tiefling barbarian. It's a 5/4. Whenever you attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap all attacking creatures. They gain first strike until end of turn. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Choose a background. So why the heck did I buy 3 copies of this? Well, it's an effect that is very powerful. It used to be pretty rare and has very expensive versions out there. Most of the cards that do this were pretty pricey. It's a little less rare now in the modern age of reprint everything until the printers die from irony. Even so, this effect just happens. It's a free extra combat every turn, dude, and that's super. That first strike bonus is pretty overlooked as well, fairly powerful. Compare this to Aurelia the Warleader, which at the time was very pricey. 2 red, white legendary creature angel. It's a 3/4. Has flying, vigilance, and haste. Whenever Aurelia attacks for the first time each turn, untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Now, this was super pricey, around $30 in 2022 according to MTG stocks. So when I saw the showcase version with March of the Machine, which I admit is super funky looking for like $3.74, because I did check my TCG player receipts on this, I jumped on it. And it's in a deck to this day. Great buy. This tipped my hyena senses because it was super pricey, super powerful in combat-centered decks. Incidentally, it's $5 right now due to a Foundations reprint. It's not too shabby. Now, both of those cards are pretty awesome, and they do things that you want in your combat-centered decks. Now, listen, I'm not always 100% right on these. For example, the Hoarding Broodlord I thought would be huge. It's 8 mana, creature dragon 7/6, has Convoke, has flying. When it enters, search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. For as long as that card remains exiled, you may play it. Spells you cast from exile have Convoke. I thought this would be a little pricier, man. Did a little spec on it at about $1.31. I bought 4 of them. So this is great in Reanimator decks. Had some buzz in the CEDH community, although it never really materialized. That said, it's $2.62 right now, so it doubled in price. And that's better than my Tesla stock, which is currently being sold for actual mashed potatoes. I thought this would be bigger because it's such a cool card. I still dig it, man. But you know, sometimes you get them wrong, dude. But you know what? I only lost like $4, and I have it in a bunch of decks anyways. Also from that set, Breach the Multiverse, which I wish I actually bought more of these. 5 black sorcery. Each player mills 10 cards. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Are you kidding me right now? Then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. I picked up 5 of these. All of them are in decks, man. This card is great. I got the extended art for 55 cents. So what made me think of this as a great buy? Well, this card has a lot of riz, dude. I think it looks like a uterus and some fallopian tubes, but I'm not so great at anatomy, you know what I'm saying? But it plays into a couple archetypes. First of all, it's a huge Timmy card. Get huge creatures out and get lots of value. That's Commander in a nutshell, dude. In Reanimator decks, this is going to get you more than 7 mana just from your own graveyard if you're playing right. You have great control over that. You also play into mill. Milling a total of 40 cards around the table is sometimes enough to end games with the right setup. Also, this is just a big commander card. It's tailored for multiplayer. 4-player game, 4 creatures, 7 mana. It's phenomenal, man. Doesn't matter if you're in self-mill or opponent mill. It's good, dude. And those creatures don't have to be ones that you just milled. They can be any creatures in graveyards. Now, if you're a hyena out there, you want to keep your eye out for unique effects. Just cards that you like, man. Even if they don't have a home right now, these cards are powerful. They're unique. They're interesting. Maybe you haven't realized their full potential. Take a look at this thing, man. The Abyssal Harvester. 1 black, creature demon warlock. It's a 3/2. Has tap. Exile target creature card from a graveyard that was put there this turn. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. Then exile all other nightmare tokens you control. This card is so cool, man. Just reanimate some little utility creature, and then later on when some big monster ends up in the graveyard, get that out of the graveyard, man. This can target anybody's graveyard. If you kill somebody's It That Betrays or something, exile it, make a copy. This is fresh. It's a $1 card. I think this is tailor-made for some future nightmare legend that cares about mill or something that doesn't really exist yet. In any case, it's a free reanimation. All he has to do is tap. I don't think it's overly powerful. For $1, you still get a sweet card, but I think it's one that we're going to look back on in the future and wish we snagged a couple more copies. And listen, man, I'm not sleeping on Mirkwood Bats, all right? I'm going to plug this card every video. I don't care. They're 44 cents right now. Am I a fool for buying 5 of these things? Yeah, I am a fool, but not because of that. Trust me, dude, this card is a banger. Get your Mirkwood Bats right now. It's a common, but it's unlikely to be reprinted anytime soon because it's got that Mirkwood attached to it. I think that's probably a Lord of the Rings copyrighted thing, man. Anyways, man, that's my philosophy. You want to look out for cards that are reprints of formerly very pricey cards. Evaluate them, see if they're any good. If they're cheap, you might as well pick up a copy, even if you don't have a deck for it. Same thing with effects that are usually very expensive, like that Karlach example with extra combats. You also want to keep an eye out for cards that are unique and powerful, but maybe haven't seen their day in the sun yet, man. Anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you gleaned some knowledge from your humble host here, and I hope you get to bite down on some super deals out there, because I'm going to keep you posted on them as time wears on to the best of my ability. Every set I do this, man, I go back and see what's cheap. Nikki G, Head Hunting Hyena, signing off.